It's working. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to Lineman Live. Had some technical difficulties. Had to get squared away, so we had to push the time back about 10 minutes. But we appreciate y'all for hanging in there. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'm your observer Lineman Uche Nwaneri, and here is my co-host, Justin Blaylock.
What's good,
in
people?
The heezy.
Yes, sir.
Faux sheezy. Yeeting them. And today, obviously, we're in training camp. It's kind of the dog days of camp right now in the NFL. So, the story headlines are going to be a little bit slim, a little bit off center of NFL news, but we keep up with the sporting world as well. So it doesn't really faze us to switch it up and talk about another sport. But we're actually starting out today talking about my Jags. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is looking to have a big second year in the NFL. Obviously, we all know what happened in his rookie campaign. We don't need to rehash that nightmare.
Goodness gracious.
But Doug Peterson has been heaping praise on Trevor Lawrence and the jump that he's made as a player in his second year, especially considering what he had to go through last season, for him to be able to just kind of command the huddle, command the team the way he does, and improve in his arm strength. Obviously, the game is going to move a little bit slower now this year. It's not going to be as crazy and hectic as it was last season. That's that rookie, adjustment period that you get. But we do have a video here from Nick Wright of First Things First. Nick Wright has also heaped some praise on Trevor Lawrence and what he sees going on in Jacksonville. I mean, by all stretches of the imagination, there is order and civility in Duval at last. Oh, I think you're muted. Or you make sure you're plugged in. Oh, you had that thing going good too when we got on. Or check your settings, yeah. Check your audio settings. Now unmute yourself. Nope, still don't got you. Like I said, folks, we be having tech sometimes. Sometimes you got tech difficulties. You got to hash it out. So give us a second. He'll get it right. Oh, what's that? But, the Jags are looking like they got things together now. They're looking like they got things finally rolled. At least to what you can expect fundamentally from a football team to have. The basics. They got that. Where you at? You got your sound back on? Yeah, I might want to check your cord.
Anything?
There you are.
They didn't want to see me be great.
Hey, man, they over there preying on your downfall. Look at them. Come on, break it. But
when in doubt, just unplug it.
Exactly. Unplug it and plug it back in. That's the best thing you can do. So, the question is Trevor Lawrence going to be a super sophomore? Is he going to be a guy who is able to right the ship for the franchise going into his second season? If you look at a couple of comparables in terms of stats in their first year, he's in some elite company. Even though it wasn't exactly great, his statistics match up with that of I believe it was Troy Aikman and Peyton Manning.
Damn.
And the second year boom that those players had is what would propel their career moving forward. Obviously, Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman, two Hall of Famers. So if this is any indication, we could be looking at the beginnings of another Jacksonville dynasty
I mean, for your guys' sake, I hope he does turn into one of those guys. But I mean, now that he finally he has a head coach that actually, knows the opposing team's players.
Yes,
might
he actually has a head coach who knows what players are in the league.
Hey, this 99 guy is killing us. Why can't we?
Who is this 99? Who is 99? Jesus Christ!
I don't understand it. It's not fair.
Did we not get the game? We didn't get a game plan on this guy? Come on, he's killing us. Oh, shout out Stu Schweigert. Stu's in the building. Stu, man, hop on in here, man. I'll throw you a link if you want to hop on in.
Raiders.
Matter of fact, I'll throw you one right now. Yeah.
I
bet he want to talk. I bet he want to talk cash shit about that
first
garbage ass Hall of Fame game that don't nobody care about.
First dub of the year.
Didn't even have no starters in.
Hey, they're the only undefeated team right now.
Yeah, they're the only undefeated team. The fuck out of here. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw you a link in here, Stu. If you want to jump in, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Where is his damn? Okay, there he is. Boom. Hop on in. He's already ready to roll. So let's wait on him to jump on in here, and then we'll get into this video from Nick Wright. Nick Wright, he's talking heads are talking heads. That's how I look at it. I don't put too much into what they say because a lot of times they're just reactionaries. They're not really giving you anything based in knowledge of the game themselves. Like they never play. He ain't never played no sports. Look at this guy.
Look at that neck.
Look at this guy. Look at that neck. Look at that flimsy beard he's got hanging on his neck. You know what I mean? Like this guy's not.
I played tennis in community college. Give me a break.
You know what I mean? This guy is at the yacht club playing racquetball on weekends. He's not competing. But let's see here. All right, so while we're waiting on Stu, let's check out this video. So basically, this is his assessment on what the second season of Trevor Lawrence probably holds and how it's going to play out. And, anytime we get some positive news in Noel Duval, we'll take it.
Massive year 2 from him. He has a real head coach. They have the softest schedule.
He has a real head coach.
I mean, you knew he was going there.
You knew that had to be the first thing he says.
In the NFL. They are an actual Kevin Wright coach.
Right, back it up a little bit.
Massive year 2 from him. He has a real head coach. They have the softest schedule in the NFL. They are an actual Kevin Wright, copyright notwithstanding, frisky team. Have you seen the training camp reports from Travis Etienne? Oh, and while they've overpaid for their wide receivers, at least they have a legitimate trio of wide receivers. All of that, plus unlike other second-year quarterbacks who will remain nameless, who played their worst football of their lives to end the season, Trevor Lawrence played his best game of the year to end the season, to end the Colts' playoff hopes, to end Carson Wentz's brief tenure in Indy. So do I think the Jacksonville Jaguars will be hovering around 500 all year? I do. Do I think Trevor Lawrence is going to look like the guy that went 55-2 in high school, that started off his college career with 29 straight wins, that was 34-2 in college, the number one player at every level at every phase of his life? I do. I think a big year from Trevor. I think the Jaguars are more than respectable. And Greg, going into week 15, he'll be a story. Could the Jaguars sneak into the playoffs? I don't think they will, but they'll still be alive, and that's something. So there it is. Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
A big year too from Trevor.
I'm just talking on my ass.
I'm just kidding.
At the bottom of my screen here?
Welcome in.
You really think I'm gonna get
Oakland Raiders in the house?
The Raiders.
Where the Raiders fans at? Get
Do
the
you
Raiders
really
fans in here.
you really think
I'm going to give any credence to this bullshit Hall of Fame.
Oh God, you knew he was
fucking
coming.
game at all. Absolutely not. Come on, man.
Oh man, that Hall of Fame game was.
I didn't want to break it down, but I had to. I went on last night and gave my.
Yeah, I saw. I took a peek when I right.
I only did the first half. I said I'm not going. I'm not even going to waste my time with the second half of the fucking game, guys. I'm not doing it.
It's like, I can't do it, man.
I didn't even look at that. Once they said that no one was playing, I was like,
yeah. Once they said no starters were playing, I literally was like, yeah, I just want to see.
Nobody plays,
right?
Like, nobody.
Like all these guys are. I mean, no disrespect. Everyone's going to be selling insurance next week.
But I mean, for you guys, I mean, again, the preseason doesn't predict anything.
The preseason doesn't give you a good look at anything as far as how your team is going to play that year.
No, it just doesn't. Maybe just because
the point of it is literally just to evaluate who they're going to add to the roster. That's it.
I would say maybe just organization, like how the teams, how they are
team into a rhythm. Building the culture.
Yeah. Do they know what's going on? Are they getting in and out of the huddle? Like that's about all you can really evaluate. But I mean, dude, like half those guys aren't, probably more than half aren't going to be here.
Exactly.
Not saying they're bad players. That's just how the fucking goes, dude.
Yeah.
It's all about what the roster needs. And
you gotta get from 90 to 57 or whatever
53.
it is.
What is it? Is it 50? Is it still? It's
so I went over this last night. So
they
it's 53, but I think you can have more practice squad guys than they used to. I think
you're right.
You can have like 8
and IR. Back in our day, right? If you were on IR, you were done.
It counted. Yeah, if you're on IR, you couldn't come off.
Now
there's
like
a designated to return IR.
There's different IR categories, and then dudes can be in practice squad if they're fucking 10 years in the league.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. I mean, that's like a.
Humble
yourself.
Wouldn't you rather do that than get cut, though?
I mean, yeah, it's a check.
Well, I mean, look, if like, let's say like Deshaun Jackson, he's bounced around a couple of teams in the last few years. He's a guy who's got 14 years.
Yeah.
If he goes onto a team and they put him on the practice squad just to give him time to get his legs under him moving, I'm for that. I'm for that. Yeah. But if they're putting him on there and making him be a scout guy when that's not what he's here for, and making him go out there and scout for other guys, I'd be like, no.
You think he's going to do that?
Get on the bike, put his ass on the bike, let him get on the bike and warm his legs up. Get one of our.
Think about it. Come on in on fucking Wednesday. You're done by Friday at noon. You got the whole weekend off. Fuck.
And then the next week you move them up to the active. You cut somebody and move them up to the active. And then that's it.
It's like redshirting all over again.
See, I'm
just gonna have a cat come in there and if he's just gonna be fucking hanging out on a practice squad being disrespected.
I mean, Deshaun Jackson ain't holding no fucking bags for anybody.
Not a one.
Let's not get that even in our mind.
I mean, would I do it? Fuck no. But I mean, it's. It would be a nice
somebody wants that job.
Yeah.
There's guys doing it. I saw guys last year. I'm like, hold on a second. How in the fuck? Well, what's his name that's on the busing with the boys? Fucking he was with the Raiders and was on practice squad. And I'm like, didn't that guy an 8-year fucking player and he's on practice squad?
I mean, that's what Deshaun Jackson. That's how they did Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson was on practice squad for just a couple days. And they moved him up.
I mean, I don't know.
As it pertains to the Jaguars.
Yeah, what's up with this guy here? Massive year for him. They have the softest schedule in the NFL. They are an actual Kevin Wildez copyright. What's Kevin Wildez?
Yeah, I'm not
Kevin
sure
Wild copyright. No, that's some frat boy shit. I don't know.
Team going into week 15 could be a story. Oh, I mean, you got players.
Look, the Jaguars are going to be a team. Because I've been keeping up with the training camp call it training camp confidentials, and they have a better structure and better setup right now with Doug Peterson than they've had probably in the last 5 years. So where the team is, you're going to see a team that's built on his culture.
I saw the rookie have a sack, right? He played decent, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a sack. Trevon Walker got a sack in his first action. The dude's like a freak. He's got a 7-foot wingspan.
These guys are all freaks, dude. They're fucking
crazy freak. And I saw some good work from offensive linemen during training camp against him.
You only gave, I think you gave up 1 sack. We had 5. We gave up 5 sacks. So I mean, and you guys threw the ball a lot more. So I mean, fuck. Your protection.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, no starters out there. Everybody in here knows that ain't football.
This is just
that was just practice.
Yeah. Right. That was glorified practice.
Yeah.
Praying no one gets hurt.
Because, I mean, even in the preseason, even when we were playing, because even when we were playing the first game, you going for a series and you're done. Second game, you're going for 2 series, then you're done.
Dude, that shit sucked.
See, we never did one when I was in
5 preseason games, bro.
Oh,
that's the worst.
Yeah, I never.
That's the worst. But now it's what? It's only 3 now, right?
Now it's 3.
Now that would be 4. You guys have 4 though.
They
4 if you have the Hall of Fame game.
Yep. And then they have a whole week off after the last preseason game. That weekend, they have a weekend off, and then the season starts. Remember, we would have that last preseason game I think on Thursday, and then
and then on Monday you're getting ready for the first game.
Yeah. So
Ooh, see, it's crazy. The NFL now, the way that the cuts work, the way that everything kind of transpires is so much. It feels less cutthroat than it was. It used to be cutthroat, bro. Cats was. I wasn't worried about me, but Cats was stressing my rookie year. They was like, "Yo, if I get a phone call off the whole weekend, tell me when I come in on Monday."
Dude, that shit sucked, bro. Towards the end of my career, I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, these assholes. Because I knew, I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Right.
But see, by the end of our careers, we could tell. We could tell. Like, I was in Dallas, and I was like, these motherfuckers, they don't want no smoke with me. They don't want no smoke. They about to send my ass packet because they pissed me off. Last preseason game, they like, oh, we're gonna have you playing the whole game. I literally look at this nigga like, what?
No.
I went from being a 4-year starter in Oakland, right, to telling Al Davis to take my 5th year and shove it up his ass, going to Washington, right, moving with a pregnant wife, our first pregnancy, moving all the way to from Oakland to Washington, as far as you can get, to being the starter during the last OTA, to after the fucking first preseason game, the Hall of Fame game, when they don't even need to make cuts, cut my ass. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
sometimes that might have been from word of mouth.
Absolutely. And guess who my coach was? Steven Jackson, who's an All-American from Purdue. He was my DB coach.
Whoa!
And if
there's no way you should have been gone.
If I ever see him at Purdue,
hold up, he should have had your back all the way.
Wow,
dude! No, literally, we had the first, when you have that first weekend, it's kind of like a team scrimmage, type thing.
Yeah. In the stadium and shit.
Yep. I tweaked my calf a little bit, and I missed 3 days. And when I came back from that, I don't know if they thought I was sandbagging it or something, but dude, I couldn't fucking do anything right, and they fucked my I was questioning myself in cover 2, dude. I couldn't play. I was terrible.
Is this right?
I needed to be cut. I needed to be cut, but they just fucking zeroed in on me and was like, "We want this guy out of here, man." I'm like, dude, I just signed a 2-year contract with you motherfuckers, and we just moved here. What the fuck?
Right.
It was like
when I went to Dallas, I didn't sell my crib in Jacksonville. Shit, I was like, shit. I'm gonna get a townhouse and just let me see what's what, because they talking about we're gonna keep you around. I'm like, shit, I don't believe you motherfuckers.
And I'm thinking, you know what, dude? Tell me what I'm doing wrong. At least
man, they don't. Hey, look, man.
No, they don't. You're really not doing anything wrong. It's just you're not.
They just know where the winds are going. Like, motherfuckers who've been there are gonna be there. Sometimes, some of those guys, but
sometimes.
But I mean, it's not as cutthroat now as it was when we were playing, dude. I used to see cats come in them doors. They had the brightness of life in their eyes. They was like, "I have arrived. I'm here,
man."
Them getting ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille.
But you know what, though?
And then I'm telling you, I don't
snatch that soul.
We walking off the practice field. I done witnessed the motherfucker after he got done practicing. They cut him.
Oh, yes.
Let him get back to the locker room.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That motherfucker cut me before practice.
You got to practice out of him.
Cut me before practice.
I'm like,
But
bitch,
you know, like when
practice the whole time.
Think about during your beginning of your career, like you didn't even think about what that wasn't even an option to you, was it? Like to me, it was like that's never gonna happen. Like that'll never happen to me. Like I'm gonna play.
I mean,
forever.
I knew the moment that these motherfuckers, the moment that they had me with the starters in my rookie year on the O-line with the starters by the third game, I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. And then they didn't even dress me. I didn't dress for the fourth game my rookie year. I was in street clothes.
That's love right there.
I was like, I'm good. I ain't worried about nothing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like even like your second year, third year, like it was like this. Like man, that sucks. I was a starter, but like in your head, you're like, I don't even know. Even like that doesn't even compute to me being cut.
True.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you're safe.
Justin, you were fucking first round pick, right?
No, I was top of the second though. I knew I was safe.
Whoa! Jeez, sorry, motherfucker. Fucking Texas guys.
I mean,
huh?
Look, bro, they never drafted a guard while you were there to compete with you, did they?
No, at least not high.
Yeah, like
I mean, we brought in guys, but they were just taking flyers.
Street guys. Yeah, street guys. These were just street guys. But I mean, when I was in Jacksonville, 7 years. 6 years as straight as a starter, I never saw a guard. I never competed with anybody for my position. I was the guy.
Yeah.
You know, so here. I mean, I never, but then I knew there was a point eventually when we were on our third GM. I was like, hey,
my luck's gonna run out one of these days.
It's been a good run. It's been a good run. But I didn't even expect to get released when I got released, but it happened, and I'm like, well, you made it through 4 head coaches and 3 general managers. How many cats can say that? Because usually they just clean house.
I made it through 3.
Yeah, I mean, and each one, you think that they're going to put everybody under the microscope, but eventually, usually you just put your head down and go to work and see how it plays out. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. I think that this year for the Jaguars, I'm thinking that they're going to be around a 6 or 7 win team. I mean, I think that's it depends on the first 3 games of the season. The first 3 games usually give you a good indicator of where a team is going in that season, where their trajectory will be. There's usually an exception for that, and the only exception was back in the day was the San Diego Chargers. They would start every season 0-3 and then win the rest of the games the rest of the year. Phillip Rivers would pull it out. Him and Marty Schottenheimer would pull it out every season.
Schottenheimer was an asshole, dude.
Yeah, but somehow, them cats would go from. I mean, that was the place I wanted to go when I if the lockout didn't happen and I got to go to free agency. I was going to San Diego. That was where I was already.
When I was on the 0-16 Lions, we were undefeated in the preseason. We were.
I remember that.
Oh no,
I remember that. Oh shit! So I played against you that year, huh?
I didn't join the team till halfway through the year.
Oh, okay. I don't remember exactly when we played against y'all.
I didn't play against
the shit out y'all
for Detroit. No.
God, dog.
No.
But I think a 7-win season for the Jags this year behind Trevor Lawrence.
Did you say you know what a team's able to do? What game you said?
Huh?
You said by game 3, you think you can have a pretty good
by
idea?
game 3, you get a good idea. You get a good idea
of the regular season or preseason.
Just the regular season.
Regular.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I agree with that. When I'm like, no,
3 or 4 games into the regular season, that's like the first quarter of the season.
We would always try to play by quarters. Like we need to
play by quarters, 4-game quarters.
We need to win 3 out of 4.
Quarter, you got to win 3 out of 4.
Because then you
never lose. You can only go even, or you have to win out. You can't go under 500 in a quarter.
Because then also too, you might beat a team who you think preseason wise is decent, and then they're just a shit team, and so
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, so it's a chance for you to kind of look at other teams and see where they're at as well. Like, okay, did we beat legitimate?
I mean,
teams?
dude, I just didn't pay attention. I didn't give a damn because at the end of the day, we only came into this game with 3 plays. What are we doing? Like, we're not even running our playbook. Like,
let me ask you guys this. So last night we were going through top 3 quarterbacks of each team, and we talked about for Jacksonville, Brunell, Gerard, and Leftwich, right?
Is anybody hearing that noise?
Yeah. What?
Hold on. Unplug and plug back in, Justin. Unplug and plug back in. We lost you.
That was a remix.
Now you're muted.
You're still muted.
I think every time you unplug it, it automatically mutes.
Yeah, it mutes back up.
All right.
No, all good. So, I mean, look, I know that, look, in the NFL, if you don't come out of that first quarter of games with 3 wins,
it's tough.
You're fighting uphill. It's an uphill battle, and it's tough. And if you can't get 5 out of the first 8, then that's when motherfuckers already start looking like, well,
what's your boon?
If we lose 2 more times, we're out of contention. So
I don't think we ever got past like the middle of October with having a chance. Like,
with us, we were, man, we teased so bad in Jacksonville, and I think I can see this kind of playing out the same way for Jacksonville this year. The way that we had, this was 2010. 2010, we started the season. I believe we started 3-3, or we started. Let me see. I think we started because we lost to Tennessee in the first game, and then we beat Tennessee in the first game, but just barely. It was like a fucking ugly slugfest, like just bad football, but we won. and we 3-3. Yeah, we started off 3-3, same record as the Packers, who would win the Super Bowl, right? And we went on and we hit a run. We hit like a 6-game run where we just were just running through cats. We went to Dallas, destroyed them in their new stadium. We were just going down the line. And we get to we ended up, we were okay, yes, this is how it went down. We started off, we were 3-3, but we were on like a 3-game win streak. Or we were on like a 2 or 3 game win streak. I can't remember exactly. But then we went on another 3-game win streak. So we were like 5 or 6 game streak. Maurice Jones-Drew had like 120 yards a game in that run. And he was the leading rusher in the league at the time during that run. And we were going into like the last, if I remember correctly, we were going into like the last 3 or 4 games. All we had to do was win one game, the game against the Colts. That's all we had to do was win the game against the Colts. We would win the division with 2 more weeks left to play. We would win the division immediately, which was like, that was the goal. You win the division, you're in the playoffs.
Right, yeah. Just give yourself a
chance.
We
lost 4 games straight. And then we did it again we did it the year before that. We went, damn, that's what got Jack fired. Yeah. Jack got fired because we went 2 or 3 seasons straight where we had to win one game in the last 3 or 4 games to get into the playoffs, and we lost all of them.
God.
Just couldn't get the one. Bro, it's so hard, bro. It's so hard to get in the playoffs. It's hard.
It's hard to win a game.
At the top
it's
of the
hard
division,
to win a fucking game.
Yeah,
it's hard to win a game.
This isn't basketball where
it's fucking tough.
Half the fucking league,
and every play seriously matters. Every single play, that play could be.
And you don't even know that it matters until you watch the film the next day.
Every fucking play counts. These fuckers play games that don't even count.
Yeah.
So here's your schedule. You open up with Washington, which that's
a
good
legit.
defense.
I mean,
that's a game you can win, I think, right?
that's a game we should win.
Okay, so we'll put a
But first week of the season is always the sloppiest, so you never know.
I mean,
Then you
offense
got
usually
the
starts
Colts.
out slow.
Then you got the Colts, which they're
Where's that at? Where's that game being played at?
that first game is at home.
Okay, that's a win.
Okay.
That's a win. They don't
Then
come into Jacksonville and win.
Then you're at San Diego. That's a tough
LA?
one, dude. Sorry. Chargers. Sorry.
Old habits.
Yeah, that's
going to be a hard one. That's going to be a tough one.
I'm going to say L.
That's a good measuring stick to see where they're at.
You're right, and that's game 3, like you said.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, I'm going to say win.
That's winnable.
Texans, I'm going to say win.
Yeah,
that's
if you don't win that
winnable.
one. If you don't win that one, yeah,
at
you're
the
gonna do
Colts.
first again.
At the Colts,
that's pretty quick.
We've won at the Colts before, but it's not an easy game to play. It's always a hard game.
Let's say loss. Giants, I'm going to say win.
Yep.
Broncos, that's going to be tough. The AFC West is tough, dude.
AFC West is going to be the best division in football.
Fuck, and you guys play the AFC West, so what do you think?
Right.
At Broncos, at Jaguars?
Broncos, that's a loss.
Okay.
At Broncos, no, it's in London.
No,
No, it's
that's
at
over.
home.
In London.
That's across the pond.
Oh,
that one's a London game.
Foggy London.
So that might be us. That might be us. That might be us because that's a home game.
I want you to win that.
That's a home game for Jacksonville. That's a home game.
Isn't it, Governor?
And then Raiders come in to Jacksonville. I'm gonna.
That's a tough game. Even with them coming into Jacksonville, that's a tough game for Jacksonville to win. This is a team that has got weapons now. They got
Devontae Adams, Darren Waller,
Devontae Adams,
Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs,
Josh Jacobs. You see what he did to him? I mean, come on, that's an L. That's an L.
The running back, the kid from White, the kid we got, Zamir White. He had a fucking pretty good game, dude. He looked good. Okay. So then the Chiefs at the Chiefs.
Hey, I don't. That's a motherfucking L.
Okay. Ravens come to Jacksonville. I'm gonna say Jacksonville.
I'm gonna say we beat them. Last time they came to Jacksonville, we beat them.
At the Silver or at the fucking Detroit. Ford Field. Yeah.
That's not gonna be. I don't think that's gonna be an easy game.
I'm gonna.
But Ford Field is gonna be full this time.
I'm gonna say.
Last time we were there,
you're gonna win. I'm gonna say you're gonna win.
You gotta
win on the last second field goal.
Watch your kneecaps, man. They're gonna be biting kneecaps and clawing and shit.
Oh yeah, because their coach. Yeah.
All that.
At Tennessee.
Whew, Tennessee. That's a battleground right there.
That's
a true NFL battleground.
That's a slobber knocker.
That's a chin strap game. Yeah, we can win that game though.
Can Andrew Wingard come up and make tackles on fucking?
He won't have to. He won't be out there.
Oh, he won't. He won't be starting.
Cisco's back. Hell no, he won't be starting.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold on. So where are we at here? So So that's so what are we saying? At Tennessee.
At Tennessee, I mean, damn.
Coin toss,
See,
I think.
I feel like that's a 50-50 game. That's a 50-50 game.
Let's say you split
I'd say probably
series.
Probably an L.
Okay.
We're going to split the series. We'll split the series.
Because you got L coming up next week.
You play them again at the last game of the
2
year.
weeks later.
You got a big L coming up the next week.
Cowboys?
Who we playing? Oh, shit. Where we at? Jacksonville?
At Jacksonville.
It's in Jacksonville.
Oh, man, them boys going to be – we gonna run them out the goddamn – the Cowboys – you put them in a pressure cooker like Jacksonville, them boys going to be on IVs by the end of the first quarter. That's a win. Let's go.
And then you're going to beat the Jets at home.
Hey, is it still it's December.
Yeah, we got the Jets.
It's like the week before Christmas. It won't
December
be
18th, yeah.
Oh, December 18th? I mean, you never know. I mean, it might be cold as fuck too. It might be snowing.
Could be.
You never know in
Right.
Jacksonville.
It could be anything there.
At Houston, January 1st.
Win.
Yeah, that's a win.
And then we said Tennessee at Jacksonville, so a win. Okay, so
that's a win.
So 12-5.
Oh
nope.
That would be that would be best case scenario. Best case scenario 12-5. I mean absolutely phenomenal season.
This is Doug Peterson Coach of the Year type shit.
Yeah, that would be Coach of the Year type shit.
Looking at it though,
it's the easiest schedule in the NFL. It can happen.
That's what happens when
it depends on momentum. It depends on having momentum.
You know, you get all the 4s when you're the 4. So.
He's like, hell no, this shit ain't gonna happen.
So like I look at the Raiders schedule. I'm like, they could go 8-0 in the AFC West, or they can go 0-8, dude. Literally,
that's a tough fucking division, man.
There's Mama.
Cameron! Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, get up!
Dude, I like Derek Carr, and he's probably
Derek
the 4th.
Carr, man. I feel like
he's probably the 4th best quarterback in that division, man.
Well, I mean, shit. Yeah, you have Russell.
He's
you
solid.
have fucking Herbert's a beast, and fucking goddamn fuckhead in Kansas City.
That's gonna be rough.
That's a tough division, man.
Again, like I said, they could literally. I mean, they could beat every team, and they could lose every game. I mean,
Y'all do got weapons though. Weapons. I mean,
but
two
good
rushers.
Weapons y'all got, dude. The weapons y'all got are. I mean, I'll take those weapons into any battle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Two solid rushers on the D line. I mean, y'all can do some work.
I like what the coaching staff is doing. I like the guys we brought in. I like
any battle. I'll take those Devontae Adams,
Hunter Renfro,
Josh
fucking
Renfro, Carr.
I mean, you got some solid dudes.
The tight end, fucking
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller. I'll take them boys in anything, and I feel like I win. The only thing that can stop us is if my defense fucks it off.
Oh, well, our offensive line.
I mean, look, Derek Carr can run. He can compensate for that. He can compensate a little bit.
He doesn't scramble though, dude. He doesn't.
He doesn't scramble. He's not a scrambler, but he can buy time.
He can
buy a little bit of time.
But yeah, I mean it's gonna be fun. I'm excited, dude. I'm pretty pumped.
So let's say best case scenario, Jaguars. If the stars are aligned, Jaguars could win 12 on the high side, probably closer to 8. Really, if you're being optimistic, 8 to 9 would be the cap. That'd be the cap because it's still a young team. This is a young squad. It's a very young squad. They're going to make mistakes out there. So it's not going to be, as they can compete in every game that they're in, minus 1 or 2 games on paper. But, I expect at least 7 wins, 6-7 wins on a positive trajectory, and maybe 8 or 9 if they are overachieving.
I mean, that'd be tripling up your wins from last year. Yeah, that's a great season.
Yeah, that would be a good way to go for it.
I mean, I think definitely the division is in your favor.
Yeah,
the division, the Jaguars can actually win this division.
I don't
think the AFC South is as ironclad Tennessee as people thought it was, because last year
I don't know if Henry's going to be able to. And you play him late in the season, dude. I think he might get.
I think it depends on how. I think it depends on really what's going on with his foot. If his foot is
I get nervous about lower
running backs with their foot.
Shit.
Yeah. Running backs with their feet. If they hurt their feet. Usually that takes
if I'm a fucking DB, I'm going fucking right for them motherfuckers, dude. I do not understand why these guys go so high on him, man.
He just cannot tackle it. He's 6'4".
Right.
Yeah.
You can't get close to him.
Take his knee. His legs are He's got nice sized legs, but not like he doesn't have legs that can
go full speed
take damage
and
like that.
chop them fucking shins, dude.
Yeah, at that height, you're not gonna have like the Earl Campbell tree trunk.
He's gonna have to jump
legs.
over people who come through his.
God! I mean, and then you leave your.
He's not a jumper. He's not a guy who jumps.
Hey, baby.
He's gonna have a lot more on his shoulders without, AJ Brown and Julio this year.
Did
they get the kid from Arkansas though? Burks. Something.
I can't remember who
Philadelphia
exactly.
or whatever. Or
no, the Titans. I think they got the big receiver.
The draft pick.
Yeah, I think so. Trayvon Burks, maybe. Someone help me out.
Yeah, they did get somebody good. They got a receiver. They got a good wideout.
So I think they knew that the cover was about to be bare, a receiver for them.
Traylon Burks from Arkansas.
Okay.
But see, Arkansas is not a. They're not a deep threat style offense.
They're fucking. They have not been anything since goddamn
Darren McFadden.
Since Matt Jones.
Yeah.
Since Matt Jones was running it.
No, they had some dogs on that team for some reason. They had two running backs. Felix Jones and McFadden. Yeah. Then they had Jason Peters.
Was Bielema the coach?
They had a tight end and a tackle.
That was the coach down there then, or I know he was down there for a little bit.
I don't even know.
During those times?
I don't even know. I just remember seeing that cat, Matt Jones, at quarterback, just outrunning entire defenses. I was just like, why? This dude is so tall. He doesn't even look like he's running.
Yeah.
Then he was in Jacksonville. When I got to Jacksonville.
They had Sean Andrews at tackle, and Jason Peters was playing tight end back then. And they would just power you to fucking death. I mean,
no way to survive that.
How do you expect a fucking? It's tough to switch goddamn positions in the NFL, man. Like fuck.
Yeah, in the NFL, I can imagine that would be difficult
to play a position.
So you're switching to a position that I don't play, and you expect me to play on a professional level at this, huh? All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Like,
see how it plays out.
No. I remember
this means you're not cutting me, right? That means you're keeping me.
I just remember when I was coming out of high school, I was an option quarterback in some like Indiana, Notre Dame, Nebraska. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to have to make it. If I plan on going in the NFL, I'm going to play receiver or DB. No, there's not option quarterbacks in the NFL. So I'm like, fuck, I'm going to make the change now, dude. Like, fuck it. Like,
right.
Make that move now, dude.
Shoot, man, I went to Purdue thinking it was going to be me coming off the edge like fucking Warren Sapp and Simeon Rice all day. Went there as a defensive end.
They let you believe that, huh?
Next thing you know, they're like, hey, let me see you getting this 3-point stance. I'm like, huh? What do you mean?
What is that?
Well,
what is this? What is this?
I mean, defensive line. Purdue's fucking known for that shit. There was great guys during your time, so.
Oh yeah. So moving on from this, we got a little bit of some I guess unfortunate news to talk about here.
Yeah, well, I was wondering
with our guy Frank Gore. Cops say Frank Gore dragged naked woman by her hair in Atlantic City incident. Now, if they don't say his wife or girlfriend, we know. Found him something on Tinder or something. You know what I mean? Like, but let's go through this article real quick, then we'll talk about it. I got the article here from TMZ Sports, no less. Says here, Frank Gore grabbed a naked woman by her hair and dragged her across a hotel room's hallway during an altercation in Atlantic City, New Jersey last month, according to new bombshell court documents obtained by TMZ. Bombshell, that's a little bit over the overplay there, I would say.
I mean, that's kind of what they do.
No.
Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily a bombshell story.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yes,
okay.
It is. All right. Yeah.
Cops say the incident between the NFL legend and 28-year-old woman. Oh, 28? Yep, that tells me a little something too. He ran into this. NFL legend, a 28-year-old woman, happened in the early morning hours of July 31st on the 59th floor of the Tropicana's Casino's Havana Tower.
God damn.
Yeah, he was up there.
Yeah,
that's that free room.
Right.
According to the docs, Gore forcibly gripped the woman by her hair before violently dragging her nude person along the floor of the 59th hallway. As we previously reported, the Atlantic City Police said officers were initially called out, blah, 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 and called to the scene at 8:11 a.m. on the 31st. Come on. Figure this out. Who's typing this? But did not make any arrests.
He wasn't arrested.
Did not make any arrests after they said the woman did not exhibit signs of injury. Gore, though, was ultimately charged days later with simple assault after cops said they further investigated the allegations. Gore, according to records, is due in court for hearing in the case in October. He's yet to publicly comment on the accusations. Why would he? But we do have a video of him knocking somebody out. Let's take a look.
I saw that too, yeah.
And there we go. Frank Gore, everybody.
Looking pretty good for 39.
But you know what, man? It's like, dude, go sit and relax somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, why some of these guys, it's like boxing, and it's just like, dude, what? Like, fuck.
Some people just have the itch to.
Hey, I did boxing for 2 years after I retired.
Boxing training is great, but like to competitively,
to actually like be in a real match where I could get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
hey man, I'm not gonna lie.
Enjoy your.
We would box and spar twice a week, and I mean, it builds your cardio. Gets so stupid, ridiculous when you
get shredded, dude. You get fucking.
Oh,
shredded,
dude, I trimmed down like 13, 14 pounds in a month, and then, these cats weren't used to seeing a big guy with fast hands. So I'm just sitting there tagging these cats. I'm like, oh man, I can do this. Hell yeah.
It's like, I used to punch people for a living, right?
Yeah, this punching shit is nothing new to me.
Offensive linemen have probably the best hands, right? I mean, as far as.
Oh yeah, dude, I was racking these cats. Because, I got long arms. So I'm just jab, and then fucking tomahawk cruise missile from over the top. Boom!
Well, see, that's the thing that people don't realize how big football players really are.
Well, true.
And I'm a lefty. I'm a southpaw. So they didn't even, they were like discombobulated by it. Like, whoa. But they caught me one time. One of the cats caught me one time. One time. Right here. I went home. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
No mas.
I was seeing, when they say when the vision does like this, mine was really doing like this. And I was just like, whoa. And I still had like a minute left in the round, and he noticed that he hurt me, so he started attacking. And my legs, I tried to put my foot on the ground and plant my foot, and my legs just linguini. And I was just like, no, please, no. No, not here. Not here. No.
I am not getting paid enough for this.
I'm not getting knocked out in front of these people. No,
not getting paid at all. Shit. What the fuck are we doing here?
That bell rung. I looked at our trainer. I said, hey, Link.
Throw the damn towel.
I said, I'm good. He said, yeah.
Throw the towel.
I said, nope, I'm good. I was just sparring, practicing.
Shit.
But but no, I mean, in this situation, obviously, simple assault.
How was it that night initially there was no issues, and then all of a sudden a couple of days later, all of a sudden there is?
That's a question I have too. Like, if he was really, if there was an opportunity for charges to be pressed right then and there, why didn't you do it?
Yeah, usually when the police have to show up for a domestic issue, someone has to go to jail.
Yeah, right.
Somebody got to go to jail. It's like required by law.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's different when it's not in the home. I don't know.
Well, I'm wondering if the hotel may have called, and since neither of the party was the one who actually called, maybe when they came up and said, "Hey,
maybe
what's going on?" Because usually, if you're someone like, "Hey, I'm calling," and then you can't really reverse that. But
right, someone's got to go.
Yeah, if the hotel maybe called and you couldn't prove
Yeah,
that.
it would have had to have been somebody.
Because that could have been, I mean, really, if she says there's no issue with it, then it could be what they wanted to do.
I feel like this was a situation where maybe he had a chick who was doing sex work and she tried to, overcharge or something. Or maybe she stole some money from him. Because, I mean, if he's dragging her by her hair, come on, this is Frank Gore we're talking about.
But
here.
she's naked.
This isn't the guy who has like a.
Yeah.
Which means she was probably in the shower or she was in the bed.
Or they were in
or
the
he
act.
was in the shower or he comes out or I mean, look, I've heard of situations where cats have been robbed for like $5,000-$10,000 in cash.
You've heard of some your buddy
asking for a friend.
Wasn't me.
You're
paying for shit.
You get $10,000 off me.
You
heard from a friend that happened to somebody, huh?
No, I did have a friend who that did happen to. His room was next to mine, and I told him, I said, bruh, when I left him where he was at the craps table the night before, or really, a few hours before that, I was like, listen, bruh, that chick didn't give you no play the entire night until she seen we had a section with bottles.
Had what?
Do not let her in your fucking room.
Table. They had a table. Yeah. I mean,
do not let her in your room.
If I was on some shit like that, if I was on that type of shit,
bands,
I would have got another room just for the get down.
Hey, but that was I had got 2 suites.
Maybe
so he had one, I had one.
Oh damn!
And I was just like, dude, don't take her to that room because his room was right next to mine. I'm like, don't take her to the room because she is clearly a hooker, and she's gonna. And in Vegas, them bitches try to get you. She gonna try to get you because they're all over the casino. You can just walk. You can just look. You know who they. You can just see. Yeah, she's been sitting at that slot machine for 4 hours. What she's there for? You know what I mean? But yeah. So I mean, I look at this. This is in Atlantic City. This is another place that has casinos. Another place where you're gonna have sex work being done as well. And I mean, it's not uncommon for there to be altercations based on money disagreements or trifling fuckery where the woman tries to do something that's uncalled for and then she has to pay a price because she didn't know who she's fucking with. And it's I mean, I can understand it being like a true like insult. If you're like just going to go take a quick shower, you come out and she done emptied out your whole pocket that had a whole roll in it. And she's just sitting there like she don't know what happened to the money. I would be like, so you want to get your ass whooped, is what you're saying.
See, I feel like
I mean,
I feel like this situation might be something to where this is someone he's inviting there. They're getting
or it could be that a friend that he invited.
They're in the moment of where she's where it's time
moment of truth. I got you.
Yeah, and all of a sudden she is like, and fucking, he's like, I
did this one by the book.
I did everything you asked. And now,
it could be that kind of situation too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that if it was just a chick that he fucks around with that came out on the trip. And maybe they got into an argument over something.
To be naked, you got to really trust somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
if she's naked, they were already like, he was probably not wearing clothes himself,
right?
You know what I mean? They're probably in that mode. So who
knows?
But, I mean, it's not a good look. I mean, either way,
I imagine we'll see more soon because there's cameras all over casinos.
Oh yeah, there's cameras.
That's the worst place to commit a crime, dude.
Yeah, they got it on. They got predator cameras in the fucking casinos. They gonna measure your body heat. Like, so it's not a great look for him. And as a guy who doesn't have that kind of reputation, it's kind of it's a surprise. I wouldn't have expected to hear about him assaulting a woman, but hey, it's 2022. Any fucking thing can and probably already did happen. So
it's just adding to the fucking.
I do.
I try to remind people, don't let this shit put a stigma in your mind about athletes because
I mean the rate is still lower than the general population. Yeah.
Way lower than the general population does. Like almost not even comparable.
A running
They're
back,
like 6 or 7% lower than general population in any kind of crimes whatsoever.
A running back to play 16 years did he play?
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
You're telling me his brain ain't fucked up?
Well.
Oh yeah, his brain is definitely.
And he's boxing.
Fucking baby's ass.
Yeah, then he's boxing. So impulse control, decision making.
Yeah, all of that is out the
thought
window.
of consequence it's lowered. It's very
lowered.
You include alcohol, you include stress, you include tiredness or drugs or whatever, and then an annoying
mood swings are coming with that too. So he's going to be easily irritable.
A girl doing her shit, annoying shit, thinking that nothing's going to happen, and then fucking like
he just snaps.
Yeah.
And nobody knows why. And that's the thing. That is something that that's real. That's especially at his position. I mean, running backs are like 5-year careers now. Like 4 or 5 year
running
careers.
back position is almost null and void, almost, dude. They don't even really have it.
It's not what. Yeah, it's not even close. It doesn't
like
have the same
back
value.
now. They use receivers in the backfield, and
right. Yeah.
Everyone's
doing it by committee except for a few elite guys.
Yeah, I remember I was watching an interview with who's the running back from Wisconsin that's in Denver, I think.
Melvin Gordon?
Gordon, yeah. He was saying, like, dude, the running back position, like, it's like you're not a running back anymore.
It's a glorified receiver.
Yeah. You're a scat back. You're a fucking, a Darren Sproles.
You catch the swing patterns. You're running little, you're running wheel routes and shit.
You don't have any you don't have, you're not running powers and fucking, traps and shit. If you are running, it's all.
And it's crazy because, the teams that do that still, they do better than the teams that don't.
Well, I like the Raiders lined up in 21 personnel with a fullback and fucking ran it. I was like, yes. Fuck yeah, that's football, dude.
Like, I mean, look, Tampa Bay runs power a lot. I mean, we're about to look at some film.
It's coming back. Obviously,
everything goes in cycles.
It goes in cycles. But
the running game is fundamental to winning a football. You can't win football if you can't run the ball. It just don't happen. Every team that wins Super Bowls can run the ball. They've run the ball.
Any team that wins,
even if they didn't run the ball great during the season, they ran the ball well in the postseason, and that is what got them the ability to get into a Super Bowl. It has proven itself to be true time and time again. And that is because the team that can control the line of scrimmage will always win the game. It doesn't matter how well you throw the ball. If you can't control the line, you're going to get sacked. If you can't control the line, you're not going to get any yards rushing. And that means the O-linemen are the key to your survival no matter what.
No, really, dude, offense and defensive line is where I'm putting my money.
Yeah.
Is where I'm fucking putting my fucking
that's where all the money is. That's where 3 people are going to get paid on that O-line.
Because if you have shit offensive
tackle,
line, I don't care how
or center, guard, tackle, they're going to get paid because we need those positions to be locked solid.
Because again, right, I don't care how good the quarterback and running back and shit are. If the fucking offensive line shit, it fucking takes that guy right out.
Yep. It
takes them out
of
the game.
That.
And even their natural talent that they have to find holes, it gets squeezed because teams will start to try it. They'll see where you're having success and they'll attack the shit out of that and force you to have to block them, have to deal with movement on the line to be able to get a clean lane for the running back to go through. So, and as
a second level linebacker or safety, like knowing like when you can't stop the run, dude, it's like
when you can't stop it, it's going to keep coming.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, when's the pass? The pass is going to happen here. It's going to come. Like
this is the one.
But I got to get fucking down.
They might run a draw.
Right.
A draw on 3rd and 8. Shit, if they really having a good running game.
Because you know what? I don't want to sit back. Because if I sit back, I'm just giving that running back more space between me and him. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then you're getting bitch. What the fuck? It's like, shit, man. Like, goddamn.
Get in the fucking box.
So,
and then they go play action over your head.
That's what I would do.
So this next segment
that would be my fucking.
This next segment plays right into this because we are going to start our evaluation of 10 of the best offensive lines in the NFL from last season. Woo. And then by the first game of the regular season this year, we will rank the 10 best offensive line.
How is the how is that? How is that evaluated?
How do you rank them?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you can. There's two ways to do this. So you can look at the offensive line, and you can look at their stats and look at their averages, average yard per rush, average amount of sacks given up per game, amount of sacks per season. You can look at those. You can look at a number of different statistics and say, okay, these guys would rank out here, but you can't really grade.
Is it?
You can't really rank
the major
offensive linemen based on. You can't rate an offensive line based on sacks. Really, truly.
Okay.
Because sacks can happen in a number of different ways, and sometimes
it depends on what type of offense
chain of events.
Too, right?
Yeah, and sometimes it's a chain of events in the play that it's not the O-line's fault necessarily.
The quarterback's
it's not one person's
holding
fault.
on to that
it's
bitch
just
too
something.
long.
Yeah, it's just something.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
so
the receiver doesn't run, their hot route or make a sight adjustment or something like that. And now I got to sit there and hold the ball a little bit longer than I really wanted to.
Or you may have the other way. You might have a shitty offensive line, but the quarterback just gets rid of it, so he's not getting sacked.
Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts for decades, because you saw what happened the minute he was gone. Jeff Saturday was no longer a starter in the NFL.
I don't like him. He's
a
prick. He's a prick.
Oh, he's a fucking bitch. Jeff Saturday, he rode the coattails of fucking Peyton Manning. He's going to ride it straight into the fucking Hall of Fame.
How terrible was that? I thought that was so fucking dumb when they at the Pro Bowl when they
fucking gave him that mercy shit. That's the shit that makes me think that the shit is going soft.
I'm like,
it's
what
like, yo,
is
fuck him.
fucking this shit?
Let him go play for the other team for one play?
To have his hands up his ass for another fucking second? Like, Jesus Christ,
so we don't care about we don't care about football anymore?
No.
Well, I mean, it was the Pro Bowl.
It was the Pro Bowl, but it's still like, man, come on, he ain't that.
Not even real football.
Go over there and give him a hug, you bum. After the game's over,
just blow him. Just go out there and blow him. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh shit!
All right, so we're starting off our offensive line film evaluation. We're starting off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the Bucs are they're in a little bit of a different situation this year. They lost left guard Ollie Marpet. He retired. Alex Kappa joined the Bengals in free agency. And Robert Hainsey has suffered an injury, and he isn't it Hainsey's the guy with the redhead, right?
No, it's Jensen. The center?
Jensen. Yeah, Jensen's good. Yeah, Jensen, the center, right?
Yeah, he's
Isn't
out.
he gone? He's injured.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
He's got an injury. He's out. That dude is the heart of the offensive line, I would say. He provides the energy.
He's like
he provides the emotion.
Guy. Yep.
He's the enforcer. And I mean, look, centers ain't usually enforcers.
No,
like
usually
centers
the smallest
are
guy
not
out there.
enforcers. Yeah, centers ain't usually that guy. He's that guy.
I just always think of fucking Dominic Raiola, dude. That guy was a fucking monster, dude. At center.
Occasionally, there's he was a dog out there.
Do not stand by the pile when you're playing the Lions. That motherfucker will come up and clean you.
Hey, bro, that's how I used to do it. And once they fined me for it, when they were having the emphasis on it one year, they was like, no. They didn't even flag me for it. It was against the Colts. Now that I think about it.
Oh shit! You just got the FedEx. Colts.
Oh, bro, we were playing the Colts, and they were like trying to hold Maurice Jones-Drew up while they were hitting him, and I just ran from the hash. I ran from the hash mark. Full speed.
I love that. I fucking love.
Boom! And just, I mean, it was late as shit. Whistle had blown. You used to see me just go through what's his name? Brackett.
Gary Brackett.
Linebacker. Yeah. Gary Brackett, little short, chubby ass.
Colts, right?
Just through his chest. They start screaming at the ref. Look at this. Ref didn't do nothing. I was like, I got up like,
blow the whistle, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
I got up just like this. All right.
Wow.
Ready to go.
Still in business.
But
then on Tuesday, that FedEx came.
But on Wednesday, there was a motherfucking FedEx sitting right on my seat.
No, we used to get our shit on Monday.
10,000, son.
Really?
Yeah, we get our shit right fucking Monday, dude. I don't know if because we're on the West Coast or some shit. I don't know, but it would be
we get ours on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
your first main work day of the week, you get it.
Man, we got our shit quick.
They weren't playing with y'all.
No,
but we got film here. Let me pull it up, and we're gonna take a look at that for the last segment of the show. We're gonna look at the film from this playoff game against the Los Angeles Rams, and we are going to try and give these Tampa Bay Bucks a grade with considering who they have now and who they'll have going into the season. So let's go ahead and let that beautiful bean footage roll.
let's go.
Skip through this shit. All right. So Tampa's coming out on offense.
I don't like.
Now you have to forgive us. It's not going to be as smooth with scrubbing because we're obviously dealing with. Okay.
Hey, Jeff Fain was a tough motherfucker. Remember Jeff Fain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played for them forever.
Bitch.
Occasionally you'll get a center that's about that life.
Jake Grove was pretty tough. He was our center. He was in my draft class.
I mean,
Virginia Tech.
All right, so let's take a look here. Obviously, you got center here, Gaines. You got Wirfs here.
No, Wirfs.
You got
Wirfs the right tackle.
Who's our left tackle?
That's Donovan Williams.
Donovan Smith. Oh
Smith,
yeah, Donovan Smith. Donovan Smith is garbage. Yeah, Wirfs over here, right?
Yeah.
Is he in this game? Is that him, Tristan Wirfs?
That looks like could be.
That's not him.
I was gonna say it looks like one of our Caucasian brothers.
That's a white guy.
Yeah, it's like that's not a black guy.
he is a very light skinned black guy.
That's clearly a fucking white dude.
I was like, he's light skinned, but he's not that light skinned.
Very fucking stiff.
Yeah, with the white tape and the fucking all white socks. Yeah, he's not. That's not a black guy.
Very stiff. No.
All right, let's take a look at how they do. They got a counter going on here because the guard is pulling flat down the line, kicking out the first defender, showing off the edge. Running back is going to run inside of that because that is his track to always run inside the pull block. And then you're going to take a look at the down blocks here because it's going to have to be a double team here on Aaron Donald.
Oh shit!
Sorry. You know what? Well, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look and see how he does. Because if you're looking at this is perfect. This is a complete wall right here. There's not a single defensive lineman who is in position to even attempt to make a play on this.
And you got a fullback on a linebacker, the free hitter.
He is set up for failure.
This is blocked up
because he has
good as you could draw.
No penetration. Yeah, it's just perfect blocking. That's perfect. He's got his head on the inside. That's where you want it on the puller. Wrong shoulder. He's using his right shoulder to leverage out this guy from the hole. Your running back. This is easy for the running back.
You know what's crazy though? If you you're talking about good position by that, but also on the flip side, that's good position by the defensive end. Really, you know what I mean?
That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to close the hole.
Yeah.
Well, this is his responsibility. He has to do this.
He's got to force it in.
But what he has to do is he takes it on completely wrong.
A lot of guys will wrong shoulder at the last second.
He's supposed to wrong shoulder this guard to be able to come in and make the tackle right here. He can make it in the backfield if he does it right.
And then that allows. Yeah. So
the DN should make this play.
He'll wrong shoulder that kicker, the guard.
If he wrong shoulders this tackle, he'll
either make the play
32 is meant to make this play,
or the back will have to bounce, and 51 will make the play if he wrong shoulders.
Well, 51's got the fullback to deal with though. He's going to force it back to 32.
If he wrong shoulders, he's going to clog the gap, and they'll both be sitting there in the C gap.
Look, it's because of this little chip move, and he isn't able to regain his balance.
Set up well.
He already knows what's coming. He already knows this is coming.
32 needs to get going, dude, on defense.
32 got to come downhill now, or he could either try. He could try and hit that gap, which is risky. That's risky.
That's the B right. That's the B right.
Yeah, that's a B right. Yeah.
Your ass go back there. You better make that tackle. Yeah.
But look, this is actually why the play works, really, as well.
I mean, 32 is the tackle.
They literally turn Aaron Donald completely. His shoulders are completely turned. He is out of his lane. He's out of his gap, really. If you're a coach, you're going to look at this and say, okay, you didn't stay square. You didn't even force the pile up.
But
you allowed them to open the door on you and just created a lane. Created a lane.
Double team? I mean, fuck.
But that's not even like, they didn't even really double team him like that, though. They didn't try to move him off the ball.
Yeah. He kind of.
They didn't try to lift him out of there, or they would have put him into 32 if they were really double teaming him.
No.
That was just a clear reach block. Now he does fight back, but it's too late. He already lost it. He lost
telling you, man, that 32 needs to get over there faster. He played the cutback way too long.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. He sat on the cutback.
Yeah.
Watch out.
So that's a good good block by the offensive line. Good blocking all around right there.
Technical. Yeah.
Same thing. They ran the same play again. Same play again.
I like those plays, dude.
And that's the thing. A good running team, well, if you don't stop the play, they'll just keep running it. We did it to Denver to win the game against Denver. My second year, we were up. We got the ball with 11 minutes left, with 9 minutes left in the game, up 3 points, and we ran the clock out, running 36 power the entire time. We did not run another. We ran 36 power 12 times in a row.
Offense.
And then we took a knee at their 2-yard line.
But most of the time, offensive coaches, they want to they know that we're gonna run it. They can't stop it, so just fucking run it. Like, who cares if they know what it is?
OCs are they got so much ego. It's like,
they do,
I want to be a fucking guru,
dude. Because they want to be that trendy next guy. When really, dude, like a good balanced offense coordinator is like an offensive lineman's best friend, because they understand
simple.
There are certain points that certain things you do to get your team to actually like start to move momentum. You have to be forceful, and a lot of times coordinators want to do it with passing game, when really if you do it with running game, it makes the passing game that much easier.
So much easier.
Yep.
Like, look at this. They literally run the same play. It's versus the same front. Same front. You got an under front. Look, same thing. He does the same thing. He takes himself out of the play. That's on him. This is why he is the reason. Aaron Donald is the reason this play works.
Can you chop? Can you cut offensive linemen?
Not anymore. Not in the box like that.
You can't make a pile.
No.
Oh, as the defender, coming up.
No, the defender can. The defender can.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what I would do. I just fucking stop and make a fucking pile.
Yeah. Because that's the only way you're gonna have success.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take on an offensive lineman. Shit.
Yeah, it'd be
they do that to set the edge. They do that to set the edge usually, to send the play back inside.
Yeah.
So look, in this right here, you got to look. Everybody has their gap. He has that gap. He has this gap. He has this gap. Really, 5. If you're being technical about it, he can play this gap or he can play outside.
Depending on what him and the defense.
He has to come support. He comes supports through this gap because this guy has the outside.
Yeah.
Linebacker has this gap.
A gap, weak.
At the snap of the ball, only one person moves out of their gap. 99, because he feels this double team is coming, so he doesn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah,
but in doing that, he's literally created so much space for this guy to have to defend. He has to defend all of this and all of this. And remember, if this guy decides if the guard who's pulling here decides that this linebacker has squeezed down too far, he'll just hook him.
You can log that.
Get on his shoulder.
So if
get on his shoulder, hook him, and the running back will just be free out.
So you have the guy pulling for him.
He runs upfield, so he just barely has to put a hand on him. Doesn't have to really do anything.
So rewind that real quick for a second.
Some good ass running right there, man.
That's great running, bro. Leonard Fournette is a good runner. He's a really good runner. I mean, when he was like 230 pounds.
To be honest with you, who should make this play is 26.
I mean, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like
there's always going to be a free hitter.
Anybody in the secondary can make this. Anybody on the second level can make this play if 99 doesn't take himself away from this gap, because they're all in position. They're in the right spot. He's in the right spot. He can stuff this play right here. This defender here made a rash decision because he had all this ground to have to cover. If you look at it again,
what would Donald or Darnold or 99 have to do to keep those two guys on him?
Take a knee. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, make a pile.
And that's why I say personally, I think he is overrated. Personally. Why?
He's also not,
because in this situation right here, it's dirty work. You have to do it.
True.
He has to take that knee and consume these two guys in this spot.
What do you
right
mean
here.
take the knee? What do you mean take the knee?
So they're
going to double team him. These two are going to double team on him.
You'll drop down and pull both guys on top of you and make a pile, essentially.
Make a pile. Okay. All right.
Technically, it's probably defensive holding.
This guy,
but they never
this
call
guy
it.
Can make the play, so that he can get over, and so that linebacker over
because he's
here,
getting blocked and then allowing that guy to get to the second level and block the linebacker.
Yeah, he's giving up the second level. That's what he's doing. That's why I'm saying, like, I've seen a lot of his film. He is good in the pass rush when it's a known pass rushing situation. He will make the play. He's good on penetrating into the backfield when he's assigned to penetrate into the backfield. But when he has to take on the dirty work of the D line, he moves away from it. They're not running a stunt.
He's a small man too. I think 285.
I'm telling you,
6'1".
I would have loved to play against this cat. I would have loved to play against him. I already know how I would play that. How I would play him doing this with all this. See, this stuff that he's doing here, that's what we got taught as well. This arm stuff. Mm-hmm. We got taught how to do that to them as well, like to stiff arm a defender. Like I used to put my hand under their pad and just lift their pad up, and they have no control of themselves over that.
Actually, you know what? 94 should crash down a lot faster on the left side end there. Or 54.
Yeah, you could say that too.
Right there.
Well,
so let's like watch 54.
54 right here.
Like go.
Yeah, he should be firing down the but
see,
he's not gonna ever make this play. Because this play cuts the defense.
Let's see, play. Let me see. I don't
Never
know.
gonna make that play.
He's still 5 yards in the back. Yeah, no, okay, you're right.
Yeah, he's just there to make sure. He's just there to make sure it goes front side.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. If he cuts back, he got him, but it's a power, so he's not.
He actually shouldn't play too fast. You're right.
Okay, now here's a true power, and the running back. I think he didn't follow his puller on this. He should have. Now they use Gallup footwork here. Yep,
12 personnel.
So he should be sticking right here to his puller. And if I were him, I would bleed the hole this way and then get right in this gap.
Mm-hmm.
He put the wrong A gap.
Yeah, he picked he did the wrong cut. Yeah. He cut too quick.
Yeah, try to make 32 overplay it, and then I mean, it wasn't going to be a big play, but
you would have got 4. You maybe would have got 4 or 5 yards. Maybe.
Yeah, there's something. There was something there.
But I mean,
left some meat on.
But again, like I always look at the best player and I say, okay, what is he doing? And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, well, that's good. That's good. He's holding it up there, but still, that's not. I mean, in a run game, that's a win for the offense. They just stood him up. He's not going to make no play. So I don't know. Some people might think I'm hating, but I always look at.
He should have done something like that on the first 2 plays because he kind of, even though it was only temporary, he did stand up 2 of the offensive linemen and.
He did stand them up.
The other times he just kind of avoided. He avoided the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is 20?
This is play action. This play action here. So front side of play action, guys are going to should come out on running angles, which they didn't really do that.
They're not at all. They're not at all.
They fanned out, which I mean, it depends on your O-line coach.
If anyone's biting,
it depends on your O-line coach. Bad. Yeah, nobody's going to bite on that though. Your linebacker. Look at the linebackers. They're in position to stay and to be in coverage. I mean, there was a clip I had. It would take me too long to pull it up. There's a clip that I had of when we did a play action and we threw like a 40-yard touchdown pass off it. Same kind of play. And it was me against I can't remember who we were playing against. I think we might have been playing against Tennessee, but it was me against Tennessee. It was me one-on-one with the 3 technique. And I just ran out inside zone on him, stood him up, and he recognized the pass and tried to go into all these different pass rush moves. And I just, stood and just snatched him up. It was nothing he could do. It looked beautiful. I'd love to show it to everybody right now, but
is it Jarrell Casey?
That's a pretty good.
I can't remember if it was Jarrell Casey or if it was.
That was.
It wasn't Jarrell Casey. It was the year before he got in the league.
That was a damn good pocket, bro.
Yeah,
but this is a good pocket. But see, this the only thing that I would say here is that because this is play action, you got to let this guard know, yo, you're on your own. Because
they're obviously
inside of this.
They're playing the pass, so
but that's because everybody here is standing up when they snap the ball.
Why are we doubling 91?
Yeah, we're not doubling him at all. That's if I'm the O-line coach, I'm telling this center, you are not here to help him today. He has to block this guy by himself. You are protecting the inside of this guy so that he can come off with confidence in his run block to sell this, because we want him we want to fool him. If nobody else,
even with 3-on-2 over there, you still want the center to go over there to be 4-on-2?
Fuck yes, bro. This is a
Gronk's leaving.
Custom. Nobody cares about
Gronk's
him.
Just chipping right here.
Yeah, he's chipping and he's out.
So we'll call it 3.5.
He's got to stay. That's going to help him.
3-on-1.
Now,
hey,
I'm telling you right here, this guy should be going looking for that rib cage right there. Oh, I used to hunt them rib cages. Don't you dare leave your rib cage open.
Oh, please spin back.
Please spin. Oh,
or counter back.
The first time I ever got that to work was against what's his name from the Colts, the motherfucker who's the motherfucker
White Freeney.
Oh, I caught him on the spin on Sunday night. Thursday night.
Man.
What college?
Syracuse.
No, this was in Jacksonville.
No, I just meant where did he go to college?
Yeah, Syracuse.
Oh yeah, Syracuse. Boy, he got that spin move, and I caught him right in the spin, helmet and fucking chest cavity.
Ooh.
And he got up and walked off the field.
I know that felt good. I know it felt good.
I felt so good. I was like, yes.
It's like when you hit the golf ball in the sweet spot, you don't even feel it.
Oh yeah, you don't even feel it. Oh man, I hit that cat so smooth. I didn't feel him. I just felt like, it's like I just felt something bounce off my face. He was just rolling on the ground.
Yeah, the perfect hit.
It's out there.
All right, so here we
go.
We got
2 in your career.
This is your 4 down. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on one second. I gotta say this. I remember when I was on punt team and it was safe punt and the defensive line would stay out there. And I remember my rookie year, I was the wing, and like Freeney and Javon Curse. I'm like, please take this fucking play off, guys. I'm like, there's no way.
They're not rushing shit.
No, they're not. Thank God they're not. But I'm like, I'm just looking out there going, what the fuck? Like, this is just not a good look right now.
Right. Like, they could take me and block the punt with me.
Yeah.
For real, if they really wanted to. Hey, you know who almost did that one time?
And you can't cut on special teams, right?
No, you cannot cut.
You used to be able to, but dude, you're taking a chance and just whiffing.
True.
If you, you know how, bruh, we used to do cutting drills. I mean, for our O-line coach, Andy Heck was like, we're going to get these fucking cuts right, man. And we would do cutting drills for 15 minutes. And it would look like we had just, look, I would tell him, I say, hey, look, cutting for me is the last resort. And really by cutting, I'm getting in the way of his feet.
I got cut a couple times, and I'm like, you big, soft, pussy motherfucker.
Now, I will tell
chop my ass.
One cat that I cut so viciously, it was probably the best cut of my career ever, was Michael Bennett from the
Rams?
Not Michael. No, my bad.
Seattle. Martellus' brother.
Yeah, Michael Bennett.
Yeah.
From Seattle.
Yeah, Martellus' brother.
So this cat was first, like, I'm watching this cat's film all week, and I'm like, okay, this cat, he's got, like, he mixes it up some. He likes to run off the ball. He fancies himself a defensive end when he's really a defensive tackle, but he fancies himself a defensive end. We get into the game, and he gets into like this track stance, and I'm like, oh wow,
high booty.
And I'm like, he doesn't even realize that this is 3-step. And I was like, dude, just looking at him in his uniform, I was like, Jesus, dude, like, are you wearing shoulder pads? His jersey would be all the way over his collar. Like, it's like, bro, how? Like, one, you're too big to wear your jersey like this. You look kind of sloppy.
What? Like, what do you mean? It was baggy or it was?
It was like his shit was
all the
way.
He wore it like a tank top almost. I remember that.
Like a tank top, literally.
It had like some small ass shoulder pads.
Yep.
Like a kicker.
I mean, he had like some middle school shoulder pads on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I promise you, dude, I was like, this is gonna be fucking awesome. I said, Andy's gonna like this because I'm gonna cut the shit. He thinks that he's gonna run off this. He came off the ball like it was a fucking 100-meter dash, and I went right in between his legs from the side. So his legs went straight up in the air, and he was like, he was just out of the play completely. He couldn't do anything.
Well, that's the thing.
When I'm getting up, he punches me. He punches me in my fucking face. He punches me in my face mask. I said, okay, I got your bitch ass. Next play. Next play, he lines up wide. I'm like, woo-hoo. I'm like, this cat don't even realize, because I got mad. Because I'm like, bro, he like punched me. He tried to, he really punched me. I was like, this motherfucker really just punched me in my face.
Wow. Punched my face.
I felt like Chris Rock. I felt a little bit like Chris Rock. Right. I was like, oh, this bitch.
Gonna break your hand.
And I mean, and I just told him, I said, I got you next play, homie. Next play, he tries to rush wide on me. Oh, I hit him with when you get that perfect kick set and your punch hits him as soon as that inside leg hits the ground. So you just, even if he was able to react to it, I would have been locked him down on his next move.
One of the ones where they just,
it felt just beautiful. I hit him. It was like throwing that Hadouken fireball at him. Hadouken! And he went flying. He hit the linebacker who was rushing from wide on the tackle. He hit the linebacker. They both fell down. He got up screaming, calling me a bitch. I'm like, I told you, I got you. I said, I don't do too much talking, homie, but I got you.
See, we were always taught on defense, you can't trade 1 for 1. That's a win for the offense.
Because you're gonna lose. You don't know what we're doing.
But no, what I'm saying is like if you were to take that guy down, no matter how it is, that's a win for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're always like, defensively, we're worth 2 of those guys. Like you can't fucking give up 1 for 1 because that's a win for the offense. So I was like, always keep your feet, dude. Keep your fucking feet and stay involved in the play.
Mm-hmm. Just give yourself a chance.
But sometimes, like I remember, I'm like, is this motherfucker is he coming to get me or is he coming to?
Look at this one. Who is this? This Adam Martin talking about y'all are fucking losers. Talk about Brittany Griner. She did nothing wrong.
What?
Yeah, how about I put you in timeout? You shut your fucking mouth.
Shit, I didn't even see that. I didn't even look at the comments.
I got him. He's already gone.
Whoops.
No. But yeah, if you try to go tick for tack with an offensive player, setting yourself up. You are setting yourself up. You're gonna get manipulated. No. But let's keep going here. We got a few more minutes left. Let's see if we can get through this first drive with these Bucks. Okay. So, I mean, good pockets, and of course, when you got this motherfucker back there,
that ball's coming
out.
out.
It's not going to be that ball's coming out.
That ball's
coming out.
He is not sitting back there. He ain't patting that motherfucker. This bitch is coming.
Hold on, oh.
Let's punt. Yeah, we're not looking at the Rams O-line yet.
Yeah, fuck you, Rams.
Their uniforms are nice, though. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I was just going to say, I don't like them. I don't like that neon yellow fucking.
It's not neon yellow, though. It's just yellow.
It's like a pissy yellow.
On here, it looks like a highlighter.
Or they're gray, like they're gray, gray home uniforms or whatever the fuck that color is.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No, the white ones, the white, quote unquote, that looks like fucking paint on TV.
Yeah, the white blue.
Looks like manila, like a paper towel or some shit.
Yeah, those ones don't look great, I'll admit. All right, let's go through here. Let's look at 3 more plays. Okay,
go back. Hold on. I want to see pre-snap on those right side. You can totally tell that those guys are fucking right there. Yeah. Look at that.
Right side, up here, up top.
No. I'm saying the offensive line. Like, those guys, you can tell they're fucking going. They're pulling.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
those guys, yeah.
You can tell this motherfucker's pulling because he's not even in the 3-point stand.
They're just so way back.
He's a yard off the fucking ball. Yeah.
And he's a yard off. He's a yard from the heel of the center, which is too far. And I mean, you can tell. I mean, yeah. This left side, you can tell that they're.
Well, this
thumbs up
should be
over
calling that. You should see guys pointing.
So,
I don't see people talk anymore out there.
That's where this guy, 99, should be thinking. As soon as he turns his shoulders,
Go.
firing this guy.
Yeah, he should be trying to beat the center's back block here.
Yep.
Because the center is going to have to lean across. He's going to have to get his head across you to block. You cannot let him get his head across your bow, or he'll block you.
And this tackle has to come down. They basically had to pinch him off. Yep, here they do it.
Woo!
This is exactly how they do it.
Yeah. Because I think normally the tackle might come down to get presence there.
It's
and then
usually like just kind of a bullshit little.
Yeah.
Not even looking at you.
And then get back out. Yeah.
But that guy, your ass better come down like you're blocking him.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Man, I wish I could have played against this cat. I feel like I would have got his ass. I would have got him.
Why did he pull? That's weird.
Hey, how are you able to watch this?
I'm on a VPN right now, watching this on NFL Game Pass Europe.
Okay.
Right. That's how we're watching this.
Got it.
Because the US version of Game Pass is straight dog shit.
No, but I mean, you can still monetize this.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. There's no markings here to show that this is copyrighted. Footage.
Okay.
Right. So there's no like NBC, there's no CBS, nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
It's not any television camera. So it's not. It's just all 22. So. I mean, this guy does consistently have a good pocket. And that's even without having Wirfs out there. I mean, they got a good pocket. I mean, wasn't a great pass. He probably couldn't step up very well in it. But
20. Hang in there, baby. God damn.
It'd be like that sometimes.
So
yeah, good
guard
pocket
here. You don't want to keep if you know you got a running back coming through the chip, you can set a little bit under him, a little bit of an underset, so that you can anticipate that movement back, because he's going to get knocked back. He's either going to get knocked back into the inside, or he's going to see this and he's going to just counter back to the inside,
spin back.
So right here, keep inside out leverage on him, and because now, I mean, that's why that ball's thrown. That's why it's overthrown. That's the pressure actually. That's actually a pressure, because he can't step up at all. He just has to throw it flat-footed. So right here, you want to have your inside, like, look at this leg. This leg is straight, so there's no weight on that leg. All this weight's on his outside leg. He feels that, and he's getting chipped. He lifts you off the ground a little bit, and he pushes pressure to the quarterback. That's how that works. You want to know what and that's when you have an offensive line that knows not only what their assignments are, but what everybody else is doing in certain situations. You know that running back is coming in to chip. I mean, I would know. I would even get a reminder from Greg Jones, when we be in games.
Man, I'm coming through that B gap.
Uche, I'm coming through the B. All right, cool. So I know instead of giving a full-on pass set to try and widen this guy, I'm gonna make him feel like he has my edge a little bit, and then he's gonna get hit, and then I'm gonna be waiting on it. And when he gets hit, I'll be ready to clamp him and sit on him. And you just gotta be ready for that stuff. Like, that's a good job right there by that guy. Oh, that's a damn good job right there. Okay.
Shit, okay.
I mean, the ball might have got tipped, but
it's
kind of what you want.
They're kind of fucking Brady up.
Yeah, they're bringing heat.
He hasn't completed shit, has he?
On the right side here. Oh, Aaron Donald on the end.
Versus
the backup tackle.
He held him too.
Yeah, that's a
and
backup
they didn't
tackle.
Call it. Backup tackle held him, and they did not call it.
He said, "Let me go over here and get some of this."
He held the shit out of him.
Okay, 5.
All right, so that's a look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, again, we're gonna in every show, with the end of the show, last segment, we're gonna look through the film, just kind of critique what's going on, and by the time we get to the end of our 10 offensive lines that we have listed, then we will rank them in our tier maker to start the regular season. So that is the first of many to come in ranking the top 10 offensive lines in the NFL. But that's going to be it for us here tonight. We do appreciate you guys for hanging in there with us. Hope you enjoyed us going through and breaking down some of this film. Appreciate Stu Schweigert coming on as a friend of the show, coming on and hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
always appreciate it.
Learning from the big boys.
Oh yeah.
Teach us a couple secondary things one day.
Yeah. I'll have you guys on my channel when we're breaking down some Raiders secondary or the linebacker stuff. So sure, yeah. So and also obviously Justin, my co-host here. We now I see somebody's here asking, are the Chargers on that list? I believe they are.
I think they are.
I believe they are. We have, let me just go through and tell you guys real quick. We got Tampa, Green Bay, Chargers, Bengals, Colts, Patriots, Chiefs, Lions, Eagles, Browns. Those are the teams that we'll be looking at. And we will rank these teams once we get done looking at them and give you our top 10 and how we see it on the offensive line. But again, appreciate y'all for hanging out here with us tonight. We hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday night. Enjoy hump day. Enjoy hump night. Maybe get you a hump if you can. Hey. But we look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. And that is going to be it for us. So hope everybody, again, has a good night. See y'all on the next live stream. Peace out.